Hello, everyone. I'm excited and a little jealous to greet you at the Perl and Raku Conference 2024 in Las Vegas, remotely from snowy Finland. Okay, it's not that snowy. We just passed over Midsummer Day, where there is almost no darkness and we have 24 hours of shorter but condensed and comfortable sunny summer. It's 70 degrees, it's 21 Celsius, so I assume we are a half behind your hotness and 100 times behind in Perl and Raku addicts concentration. Because of that, I'm sad and missing all of you to meet in person, so excuse me for this. As well, probably let's excuse the United States Embassy process, which has already taken 4 full months and still not yet finished. I've been told, wait, no estimations. So I suspect that this time my visa effort will come just in time for the 2025 United States Perl and Raku gathering, where I will make an effort to come. It's also because I'm bringing something which long-term project. So I'm here to talk about the Koha Open Source Ambassadors initiative I'm starting, leading, and how it can benefit the Perl community. So let me say something about myself. Let me introduce myself. I'm Andrii, that Ukrainian guy who started Perl in 1997. And thanks to Perl, I created one of the biggest Ukrainian and neighboring countries community about PDA. It was personal digital assistants, mostly Palmos and Pocket PC, and a little Symbian then. Our community was named Palms to the Sun, which transformed into ladoshki.com, and the site still runs now, still on Perl, for fun and memory. It was the amateurs union of 50,000 geeks, and for 10 years from the year 2K we lived life full of Palmos, Pocket PC, and other geeky things. By the way, that was the first time I met with a library topic just by creating an electronic one from scratch. Yeah, we had digitized and real LED with greenish backlight looking books exchanged between community members. There we had comments, categories, ratings, authors, and the same we had as a software library for Palms and Pockets and updates from the authors. And it was 3 FreeBSD clusters and all Perl and all managed as sysadmin, developed and even designed by me. And that community content was led by me. So we lived that life. Time changed. We lost our geekiness towards the popularity of iOS and Android. Then, maybe because of that, I looked for another mothership. When I first met the Perl community seriously in 2013 at the Perl conference in Kyiv and got my first selfie with Larry, I heard that inspirational gong as well, and that chemistry happened. That became my real new community and led me to a position in the biggest domain registrar in our area, where I helped to organize Perl development for CTO friend to make some fine Perl juice with 40 Perl developers there. Then, long story short, I popped up in Oulu 2017, just near the Lapland, and it was just 100 miles to Arctic Circle. That Finnish Silicon Valley, the motherland of Nokia's R&D, and here, imagine, it was Nokia I worked for, and more, our beloved Perl. So 5 years more on a Perl project inside Nokia and the cybersecurity team. That time, some of you remember me running around on Yapsi in Glasgow in 2018, propagating and begging the venue committee and elders. So let's make the Perl conference in Finland. I want to do that. Meanwhile, in 2019, Finnish libraries decided to switch to Koha. And when they looked for Perl expertise worldwide, the Perl community told them, what you looking more if you have Andrii, our Perl guy, in your country? Go grab him. So I started my career at the National Library of Finland as a Perl developer. At first, the employer thought that I would be a sysadmin guy who would just support Koha servers and just for them and do some small hacks, but clip clap and voila, National Library of Finland and our 3-some Perl developers, small team led by me, now in QA team in the worldwide Koha community. And we changing the software in its roots and for all the world. And it's all Perl. After establishing ourselves in the Koha community, which is smaller, but also tight and friendly like Perl's. I returned to my dream to make Perl conference. And it happened that I grew also at the same time to be ready to organize the Koha conference. So I started going towards that, but it became harder than it looked. It took Corona, which we survived, then war, which we still have not. I hope that we will unite and take some forceful actions to stop the evil from spreading. It seems the world has become, at least this year, more united around Ukraine, less fearful and more aware. As Ukrainian guy, I'm doing my support and duty. I'll say later that. So it took me 5 years to gather the power to make my dream into reality, to organize the Perl and Koha conference. And in 2023, we did that. I had the honor and burnout of organizing the Perl and Koha conference here in Helsinki last year. This slightly more detailed story about my Perl, to present how deep and long I have been in love with Perl and both communities. This is my real power, being in both communities, which I will stream on Perl through Koha. That experience really shaped the initiative I'm about to share with you. So, what is Koha? Short reminder. So, Koha is the first open source integrated library system. It's a fully featured, scalable library management system, and it can be used by libraries of all sizes, from small to national-wide system. And what's very important for us is that Koha is all Perl. So it has more than 20 million lines of code. It has all dark places, which of course have used strict, but looks like they just obtained that. But also it has OpenAPI, Swagger, Modulicious, DBX class, MariaDB, Memcache, template toolkit, using RabbitMQ for task method queues and Elasticsearch as search engine. Of course, we're using that CI/CD things. We even have Vue.js and TypeScript in some parts. So it's very whatever you want. But we are in very active development. So Koha has new position regularly. A lot of open source tasks to join and learn. Many library switching nowadays. I would say that Koha nowadays in uprising trend, and actually your participation very crucial. If you will help us, so we will improve even more this trend and support it, and this will pay back for Perl. So what to say about current state of the things? For example, on this slide, you can see that Koha now installed worldwide in more than 4,000 libraries and more than 6,000 facilities and branches. And if you see those scratched values, so it was 1 year ago. So we have like almost 250 libraries added. And we're working to make more, but that's also this initiative about. So slightly flashback to Perl and Koha conference in Helsinki. It was success. It was 3 days full of 3 parallel tracks and 2 workshop days. We have 130 attendees, more than 300 virtual registered, 54 talks. We have these talks all recorded on YouTube. There is a link on slides and on Perl KohaCon site, on Telegram channel. And actually, to conclude, that main goal of our Perl and Koha conference in Helsinki, which I tried to be for very efficient one for both communities, and main goal was to give the impulse to unite two communities, Perl community and Koha community. And I was representative of both, and I forced both parts to become something bigger whole. And also secondary goal was make this something like YAPC Europe conference. I would say have it because we have very well, we had representatives from Perl community and many Perl developers, and we have a lot of Perl talks. Maybe some of them was just a recombination of others, but some of them were brought from America to Europe and so on. But we also had very interesting panel where Koha key persons and Perl Community key persons who were represented on this conference was on a stage. I would recommend to check that video especially. Then third goal, what I say, it's ongoing. It's to keep this impulse, because it was just the beginning. It was very hard effort for maybe 5 years of growth for myself inside this and developing this trend to realize. But now we need to implement and give this good use, because we have Perl Community, which was slightly separated with Koha Community and developed on themselves. But now it was door was opened, stream was started, diffusion was started, I would say. So I'm calling you to join this initiative. So there is an information on this on perlkohacon.fi/ambassadors page and Telegram stream t.me/perlnews. You can find other links and all needed things. I'm now speaking to you here in Las Vegas, and it's actually the most Perl Community concentrated event. So I'm calling you to contact me after the talk and through all the possible means. Follow next slide proposals and understanding. And we can do much more for Koha, which will bring much more for Perl very well. To say, I will work and speak on KohaCon in September in Montreal in Canada. So there will be representing Perl Community, vice versa, speaking to be more active on Perl events and bring more Koha experience for Perl people, and so on. We also will discuss about organizing initiative groups to help newcomers, new open source developers to work with us. I will, since from maybe a few weeks from today, I will start massive informational stream on all channels we have, starting from Telegram and then on this Perl News channel and perlkohacon.fi site, but also I will mirror that to Mastodon, Facebook, whatever. It's not Twitter anymore, but that former one. Also I have some ideas which I will develop towards Arabic Gulf area and Japan, and also Asian, Taiwanese and Vietnamese, especially open source communities. I actively visiting FOSDEM regularly, so as volunteer, but I will also do some discussions with them next year. But I also will try to do remote speech for Asian communities to propose for them to pay attention for Koha and help us spread or create some community around more. We have some task which about Ukrainian libraries. We now already doing this volunteering, and I declared that Ukrainian libraries help and post-war restoration initiative, which I'm leading, but for now it's not yet that moment which post-war. But we already working, me and my small Helsinki team, we're helping for Ukrainian guys to switch libraries from old proprietary commercial and even not digitized to Koha. So we're just doing this on our free time, helping them. We will expand this more, and I think we will have separate channel and separate news line on this, because it will be even grown further towards we will look for support and grants from bigger organizations, and it might be not only about software, might be wider help, but what to speak about Koha, I will be their main one, and that was my interest and effort. So this actually, we're coming to the most important part of this talk, and actually the goal, what I'm trying to combine from the pieces of the puzzle for you, about Koha Ambassadorship. I'm speaking to you, Perl people. So on question, what is the Koha Ambassadorship? It's just Perl life. Because what we need, what Koha ambassadors should do. expand Perl by expanding Koha, right? Find and advocate for libraries, public school, university, whatever, any kind of libraries to transition to Koha. Provide guidance and support during the migration process. Contribute to developing open source code if desired. We have a lot of tasks in Koha community, and Bugzilla is full of requests and incomplete things. And we're also ready to make a training groups, and I will be leading some of those. I will be organizing some of those. So what I'm asking you is just to register in that form on perlkohacon.fi/ambassadors and just give your contact and some explanation about yourself in that form, and I will be chasing you, trying to make the best of possible resources which I will have from you. We will help you. We will assist you to learn about Koha, about structure, about development, about transitions. So maybe your role might be just to convince libraries to switch or to investigate why they not, and so on. And we will work together to achieve this. So you will help Perl expand and exist. And what also, in addition to this, you might also find consultancy opportunities. So if you will find some libraries around and they will be Koha users, and there is a server, Linux and MariaDB and usual thing which you can do, definitely all of us can do. So we can support, you can support, you can have direct, maybe even position or consultancy contracts there. So, or you can give them for us and we might then grow bigger team, or you can join us as a member. We will see how this will develop, how much resources we will have, but why not? So all what is needed to become a Koha ambassador, first, you just follow our new stream. So firstly, it's in t.me, so it's Telegram /Perl News. So it's Telegram Perl News channel. There we will be posting, but I will cross-posting to something like that, maybe Perl Koha accounts on LinkedIn, Facebook, and Mastodon. I will advertise which mirrors will be. But if you are even hesitating, just fill a form on perlkohacon.fi ambassadors page. It's not means that you having some duties or obligations just from filling a form. It's just propose yourself. I will speak with you. We will coordinate. We will find a way. If you also represent some bigger structure, organization, or idea, you have idea how you can even guide me, correct me, help me in that. So I'm not speaking more to Perl community K persons and our elders actually. So please. It's actually one product which currently alive, uprising trend, needed for humanity, open source, in active development, and we need it because it gives very fresh air for Perl. So we will be Perl for a while, until like maybe 5 years, and some meta language AI will replace all the languages, but then I think we will recompile to Koha to this meta language, and then in few clicks we will improve its interface. But we should have all the libraries until that under our influence, not a control. But so conclusion. Actually, this is all the channels to start with. I will make a noise there and will gradually increase activity, but I need your contacts, even your endpoint helper, or you will just go research libraries around and feedback for me, or you're just going to do that and don't know how to do that. Register, we will help you, we will guide you, and if you are above me by experience or vision, guide me, help me to take this to the higher level and whatever. So thank you for your attention. I hope for your participation. We can help Perl grow because of Koha. Please, please take active part, hear me, and see you later on next event, probably in person. I will be very happy to. Thank you, and hello from Helsinki, from Finland, and you can find these slides also in internet if you go to bit.ly/this talk. So you will see this talk. It's pretty obvious now, right? Hope it will be all right. Thank you.